Star powers are an extremely useful tool that drastically improve the effectiveness of any brawler you decide to play, but choosing the correct star power can sometimes be a bit tricky. Whether you pick Carrion Crow because you want to deal more damage, or you pick Shocky because you want to hit multiple enemies at once, every star power has its own ups and downs, but that doesn't mean that there won't always be one that better suits you. In order to help pick the right star power that best fits you, I've carefully selected the 4 brawlers Daryl, Jesse, Bibi, and Crow to go into depth on which star power is better in solo showdown and exactly how you want to use it. But before we do get into the games, I do want to quickly say that if you do like what you see or have any further questions regarding this video, be sure to pop into my Twitch chat. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. Without further ado, let's jump right into the first game. Okay, so we are spawning on the left-hand side of the map this time. We do have a Dynamite over to our right, but that shouldn't be much of an issue because we can just go for the power cubes above us, and we'll be able to open that up right there. So, in the first game here, we are going to be hopping in with Daryl, and we're going to be using Steel Hoops. Now, the reason why I use Steel Hoops over Rolling Reload is for a various number of reasons. One, I feel like it provides a lot more value, and two, it just comes into play a lot more frequently than Rolling Reload does or really ever will. So, let me get into that and get into the details of it. So, basically, the reason why I think Steel Hoops is better, despite its huge nerf making it a lot less viable, you're still better off getting some kind of survivability, either rolling in or rolling out of a situation, because it's just going to come into play a lot more than Rolling Reload ever will. So even if you take Rolling Reload in a game mode like Heist, where you would think, oh, I need more damage when I roll the safe, the likelihood of you actually being able to get on the safe and deal all 5 attacks of damage, because you do get 5 shots with Rolling Reload before it runs out, you're not really going to do that, because either the enemy team will be defending, and they'll either take you out straight away, or you'll only be able to get 1 to 2 shots before getting taken out. And same goes with other modes like Siege and stuff. So I feel like having that extra survivability to actually get to the safe, or get to the enemy, or get out of the area is going to be much more useful, as you take almost no damage when you're mid-roll, which is really helpful. So I find that to be lots better in most situations, which is why I recommend it over Rolling Reload. So that's what we're going to be using in this video, and I'm going to be showcasing in the first game here. So I didn't actually try to pick up the energy drink, which is a bit unfortunate. I didn't know there's a Daryl in there, so I'm just going to roll this Ems over here, because now that she's sort of away from a Daryl, I can just take her out and get in close range like that and get a free kill. We are in the center of attention now, but I will be able to reposition over to the left here and just chill here with my 4 cubes, while this Daryl and this Mike are doing their own thing. So I'm just going to wait for my roll to charge. I'm going to actually save the energy drink. I'm not going to pick it up straight away, but once the storm does sort of take over it a little, then I will go for the energy drink there, and then go for the Mike if he does pursue this kill. So now that we have our super, we have our energy drink, I'm going to head down here. I'm going to try and go for this Crow, most likely, because Crow will be a very easy kill. If he does decide to shoot me, then I would have that shield there to sort of protect me, but he didn't do that, so we were able to just deal a lot of damage instead, put him in a bad spot, hopefully get the Bibi to go and swing at him. Looks like the Mike got the kill instead. And now I'm just going to stay down here, play it passive. Now that I've started the fight, I'm going to just let these guys duke it out, fight. You know, as you can see, literally had to do nothing there, so we were able to sort of aggro someone, and then we forced everyone to fight while we just chilled, laid back, just sort of watched everyone do their thing, and we managed to pick up an easy first place victory. So I'm very happy with how I explained that game. I'm happy with how I talked about why I say Steel Hoops is better, and I hope I demonstrated that pretty well in that game. So without further ado, let's move to the second game, and I'll show you who we're going to play next. Okay, so we are spawning in the middle of the map, and this time we're hopping into it with Jesse, and we are actually going to be using the Energized star power for this game. So I'm going to grab this box right here, try and get our first power cube, and then I'm going to discuss why I'm going to be using Energized. So why Energize, you think? Well, here's the thing. So in a game mode like Solo Showdown, and I feel like also in probably Gem Grab, and in something like Bounty, if you're going to play Jesse and Bounty, of course, you want to go with Energize, because keeping the turret alive is super important. So in some games, like in Brawl Ball, where there's a lot of people, the action is very fast-paced, and things are quite tricky to manage, Shocky can be a little bit better, because being able to have that piercing sort of bounce shots from the turret can help out a lot, and it's actually kind of hard to dodge when you are in a very fast-paced sort of environment. But in a game like Showdown, where you can sort of sit back, relax, and you need your turret to survive for as long as possible to both deal damage and tank damage, Energize is going to kick in a lot more frequently than Shocky will, and Shocky's just not going to have that much of an effect over Energize, because the chances of you fighting more than one person at once is going to be very rare, especially with teamers and whatnot. I don't think you're going to be encountering too many teamers compared to games where you don't have teamers. So let's both through his mindset. I'm just going to trip one of them because I can to get rid of those walls, but we are going to leave 2 more there, because that's actually going to help me out. If someone decides to come down here, they will take damage to the mines if they do walk down in that situation. This Crow here is going to run straight at the Colt. I am going to be able to take him out, because he did go very aggressive, unfortunate for him. This bow down here, he is going to try and contest the fight. I can do this pretty easily here, just chipping at him, making sure that I wall peek him pretty nicely. Then I'm going to throw another shot, and then I'm going to just heal up. He does have the upper hand here because he is in the bushes, and he can hide, which is not very good. But I'm going to grab my turret, going to throw it down, and I'm going to just heal it up as much as I can. And as you can see, we managed to keep it alive, and we're going to actually keep keeping it alive because if someone, for whatever reason, decides to come down here at this point in the game, then we will have some protection to keep us safe. So it looks like the storm is actually going to take over it now, which is okay. We are going to leave it behind, as it did serve us well when we were fighting that bow there. Didn't really get to showcase the energized star power, but in that situation, Shocky would not have done any better either, because Shocky just doesn't do that well against just one single brawler. It does better against multiple, because if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure at least, Shocky's range, like the turret range, is actually decreased significantly just to get that splash attack damage. So you're better off getting energized as well, just because you're going to benefit more from it. So we do have a Daryl here. I've got 7 cubes, he's got 6. We're getting an Energy Drink spawning, so I'm just going to try and maybe take him out. He might use a roll there. I did think he was going to use a bounce roll. So I'm going to throw my turret out there. He's going to take it out. Probably a really poor placement now that I think of it. I'm not going to be able to heal it up in time, which is unfortunate. I am at full health. I'm just going to wait for the storm to sort of close in, and then I'm going to do my best to run around and deal some damage because I do have some range. So if I run around just over here where the walls are broken, I should be able to just maybe... No, we're not going to be able to do anything here. So he's going to take the win here because he does have more health, because Daryl can tank a little bit more. But I still showcased that game really well, explained why Energized is better than Shocky, and I hope you guys did learn something from that as well. So without further ado, let's jump to the third game and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are spawning in the bottom left corner of the map. This time we did queue in with BB. As you can see, we are going to be running the home run star power this game, and that's what I'm going to get into in this game. I'm going to show you guys why I say home run is better over batting stance, and give you some examples and also some details on why I think that. So, home run over batting stance. Well, as you can see, there's a Mr. P right here, and if we had batting stance there, we wouldn't have been able to close the gap between me and the Mr. P as easily, and maybe not have forced him out of that situation. So, that Mr. P there, we were able to just run up on him really easily, push him back, and now we don't have to deal with him. And that's one thing that I really love about home run. The amount of pressure that you can apply with it is so handy, and also the ease of just moving around the map, being able to get really close to people, run away from people is so handy. I could just run at the spike and double tap him there because we were able to run up so quickly. I'm just going to juke this Colt as well, and once we get our speed, we're out. So we were able to go in, get the kill, run out, we're safe. That B, that Colt, they could do whatever they like, but I'm just going to chill here in the corner of the map and do my things. So that Mr. P did come in clutch there, actually. He did just take out the B for us. I'm going to run around here. I'm going to just move to the left, move to the right, try and juke this Mr. P's shots if he does decide to shoot. As you can see, the speed did allow us to apply so much pressure there and take him out, and it was just overall really good for us. So actually going to go for this energy drink over here because I can actually contest it. Mr. P going to go straight in for it. I'm going to use my home run. We didn't actually hit it, unfortunately. I'm going to use my gadget to try and heal up. We are going to be able to one-shot him there, which is pretty funny because we didn't do that much damage. Gadget did come in clutch there because we were able to heal up pretty quickly, and we're not going to be able to die to this turret. And overall, doing really well this game. I feel like I've demonstrated so far why I prefer home run. One thing that I didn't actually cover, which I'll talk about now, is that people do say that batting stance is better just because you don't take as much damage, and in Showdown, where survivability is key, you do want to take as minimal damage as possible so that you do survive and not get taken out. While I do say that's true, obviously, I don't really agree with that, because with batting stance, since you don't get that much speed, it's not as useful because you can't really get in and out of situations as easier. While with home run, if you're in a sticky situation, all you gotta do is run away and wait for it to charge up, and you can just get easy kills and do things like I just did there with that Mortis. And also with the Mr. P, the B, and the Colt situation earlier, there's just so much more that you can do with home run, so much more value that you can get out of it. And really, I would only say that batting stance actually is useful in a mode like Brawl Ball, where it's so fast paced, you're not really gonna need the speed as often, and if you're going to be like a makeshift ball scorer, the shield might come in clutch when you need to tank more damage to try and get a goal, rather than in Showdown where you need to be running around the map all the time and getting kills or positioning. So that's why I say home run's better than batting stance. I did get a win there, pretty nice. We got 10 trophies out of that. I feel like I played that really well, so hopefully you learned something from that game, and without further ado, let's move to the fourth and final one. Okay, so we are spawning on the top right corner of the map. This time we do have a box over to the top right corner, and a Brock who's just below us as well, who might go for us or he might go for the box just over there. So it looks like he's going to just try and go for us. I'm just going to stay down here and wait for him to walk around. I can use my defense boost if I need to get the extra shielding, and then I can just sort of burst him down in close range if needed to. But if you didn't figure it out already, we are using the extra toxic star power this game. So actually what I'm going to do, use my defense boost, so I'm going to go straight for him, so I can maybe take him out. He did just use a rocket jump, which is pretty odd. We are going to be able to just finish the kill off anyways. So as I was saying, extra toxic this game. The reason why I like to use it more over Carrion Crow is because for my playstyle in particular, as I'm a very passive player, I like to let people do the dirty work for me, where they sort of take each other out while I sort of start situations and I just sit back, relax, and watch it all happen. It does come into play a lot more frequently because I'm able to sort of just chip people down and prevent them from dealing as much damage to me, while I sort of just keep them weak and keep them poisoned, because I'm not the sort of aggressive player to go in for kills. If you are really aggressive though, I would recommend Carrion Crow, as it will provide a lot more value for someone who can consistently get a lot of kills and also survive from it, because the extra damage does come in a lot more helpful. As you can see right there, we managed to clean up that fight there, and that's because of my passive nature. I didn't go for the kill, those other players were trying to kill each other, and I just came in late and just took the free and easy win there. So let's go to a second crow below us, and a Jackie as well, who's getting poisoned. This crow only has 1 cube and an energy drink, but we should be able to just like close range him right there and just get a free kill on him, which is going to be very nice. We have a Mr. P turret chasing us, but I did get poisoned, so I'm just going to try and heal up as I run around here and just try and take it out. So we did take out the Mr. P turret there. I do have defense booster left. I will just use it right here, or try to at least. I'm going to use it right there. See if I can maybe take out this Rosa, who did have a super, unfortunately, which I wasn't aware of. I did think there was a Mr. P left in the game because I wasn't paying attention to the kill feed. If I was, I might have just not used my super as early as I did, but still, nonetheless, taking the second place. Very happy with that game. Very happy with how I explained things. If you didn't understand what I was trying to say throughout the gameplay, in a nutshell, if you're a very passive player like myself, then I would definitely recommend Extra Toxic, as you are able to benefit a lot more from it. But if you're very aggressive and you go for a lot of kills and you're really good at it, then definitely go for Carrion Crow, as the extra damage will help you out a lot, and you will find a lot more success using that star power. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more how to win style content. And also, if you do have any further questions or comments, or you want to give me any suggestions, be sure to visit me over on Twitch. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. And as always, keep sweating. We're just talking about pro players on YouTube videos. Die. Die. That's what you get, buddy. Please, please, please don't jump me. Please don't. You're so bad at this.